Hey, wait a minute. We got Scarlet Boots. That's 200k. Today we're looking at classic dungeon, Scarlet Monastery, revamped in Mist of Pandaria expansion. It used to be 4 different instances, but now in retail it's only 2. Scarlet Halls and Scarlet Monastery. Both instances have 3 bosses each. Now, it's a popular place for gold farming for transmog items, as there are many really expensive items that drop here. I'll run through both of these dungeons, showing somewhat optimal way to do it, and we'll take a look how much I got after 5 runs on each of the dungeons. You can find the entrance of this dungeon in the northeast corner of blighted Tirisfal Glades. Starting off with Scarlet Halls, you want to run into the building and go right to the right. Then when you're running along, you'll have these chained dogs, and you probably want to kill them off. I usually like to pull everything and kill at some point, but these dogs are chained so they won't follow you. Then when you get into this room, the archers will start firing at you, and you will get pushed back if you just try to run at them. So grab one of the shields, and that way you won't get pushed back. That's just the RP element. Now when you get to the archers, just AoE them down, and yeah, they won't be able to push you back anymore. Now next, when you get into this room, you want to quickly run to the boss. He stands in the middle of the room, and quickly one-shot them, because they'll do a little RP where the other dogs come and betray him and bite his head off. Now in the meanwhile, you want to run around and just finish off any dogs that are chained, and yeah, then you'll be able to run past this room. Otherwise, you won't get into next room because there's a bunch of mobs guarding the entrance to the next room. Anyway, you blast past them and run down and just aggro all the packs you can. Just run through. There are a couple of mobs that spawn after you run through, but I don't find a point of going back and trying to kill them. I don't think it's worth it. Just run around and right in this corner and just AoE them down. Now if you want to, you can skip this boss, but if you have enchanting, then maybe it's worth it, because you can disenchant the items the boss drops, and it's still kind of worth it. Quickly jump down, one-shot him, and run back up the stairs. Now in this next room, you just want to run through all the mobs. Just run along, tag them, do a body pull, sometimes do a shimmy because they don't aggro right away. Just kind of wobble side to side. I find that it's they get pulled easier. Then right at the end of this hall, there's the boss, and he's pretty easy. You want to kind of run into the room so all the casters are out of line of sight and they come to kill you. Then you can one-shot them and with AoE, and easy peasy. Now let's look at some items what we got after 5 runs. We got a couple of nice ones like this cloak. It's for 2k, almost 3k. A blue mace and some green boots for 1k. It's pretty okay. Nothing too crazy. We didn't get any of the rare drops, but overall the 5 runs netted me close to 9,000, but it's kind of an ambiguous number because it's transmog and it would sell maybe over a year or something, so it can't be reliable, but it's still interesting to know. After 5 runs, you get about 9k. Probably if you get luckier, the number goes way up. And if you really try and have all the speed sets and whatnot, you can do it really fast, but let's move on to Scarlet Monastery next. Now, Scarlet Monastery is on the left when you run in. It's right opposite. Here's a little trick. If you want to teleport really quick outside of the dungeon, you can sign up for a custom group, make it even private, and at the end you can just leave the group and you'll get teleported out. It's similar to like a druid's teleport to Moonglade. Sometimes even if you're being very efficient, you can even be more efficient than the druid's teleport, but yeah. Anyway, you're running into the Scarlet Monastery, and right away you're in this graveyard area. You just want to run across these piles of bones. If you have a melee character, you can probably melee these down, but I don't bother even killing them. They spawn zombies if you don't kill them, but you don't really care at this point. Just run by and grab those elites and just run away. Then at the end here are a couple of spirits and a boss. I usually just AoE them down here. You grab all the loot and move on. The first boss is down. And then you move down to the hall, and now you're getting into the better part. There's a lot of humanoids in the next section, and that's where all the drops start happening. This is the bread and butter. Now you want to run in here and aggro everything, every single human here. I like doing like a little loop, starting from one side, grabbing everything, and just running to the other side. Some people like to loot after every few pulls, but because I'm a warlock, it's not as optimal, so I like doing these big pulls, just basically a half an instance. But you have to be careful. Some mobs in some instances might want to run back. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Now at the end here, I like to run behind this corner, so all the spellcasting mobs are getting closer and just AoE them all down. And this pack usually gives you a lot of greens. Next, you're moving up a little bit. There we have the second boss. I usually also do like a big second pull, just grabbing all the mobs on top of here, just running and tagging them. And there might be little zombies running up if you didn't destroy those piles of bones, but they don't drop anything. But really, I don't really bother killing them. The last part of Monastery opens up right after you kill the second boss over here, the little bald guy, the monk guy. Before you run in, you probably want to finish off these mob packs so you can move on. Then you're left with the last room in the Scarlet Monastery and are ready to face the last boss, Scarlet Commander Mograine. If you're doing this run for a transmog, you actually might want to skip killing the last boss, because it takes a little bit of roleplay to kill him. It takes time. So what happens is you kill him, then he gets resurrected by High Inquisitor Whitemane, and then you have to kill them both again. They don't drop anything valuable unless you're a disenchanter. That's the only case you would even bother killing him. Yeah, so pretty much pull the whole room and kill them all and get the big loots and get the hell out. Now this run here I also did 5 times. It did a little bit better. We got these couple of really good items like these shoulders. One of them is like 3k, 2k, a couple of 1ks. A lot of them around 4 and 3 and 200. Some of them though with a very low sell rate. So, you know, it would take a lot of time to sell them. Yeah, from the small sample it wasn't too bad. I mean 5 runs is not a lot. But 12k, a little bit more than the other dungeon. So, yeah, it's a little bit better. And holy shit, I didn't notice it at first, but when I was filming the practice run, the Scarlet boots drop. Man, they are 200k in the region, and in my realm, they're like 170k, so that is a big drop. In US, one item is basically your subscription for the month. Oh yeah, I got really lucky getting this item just from the 6th run, so wow, sometimes you're lucky. Anyway guys, if you liked the video, please like it. If you think it was useful, maybe subscribe too. So, alright, see you guys later.